lo que pasa.
Hola.
Vente pa' mi casa. Yo te espero sin nada. Dime qué es lo que pasa. Yo quiero desacatarme contigo, papi. Perder el control contigo, papi. Dime, yo te digo, papi. Ay, papi. Ay, papi.
Bow-legged and she bold too. Keep a low pro, you ain't got no clue. She drinks Cristal and she likes no boo. But don't piss her off cause she'll fold you. Cause everything rico, the whole crew solid. TALK.YOUR.ISH.JESS and Malay shoe shopping. Walk around blessed. We ain't gotta pop it, say it with your chest. Let's stick to the topic.
What's poppin'? New show dropping, tune in. Celebrity gossip and music. With two fly mommies, that's how you win. How to stop us on the net and exclusives. TALK.YOUR.ISH.JESS and Malayo. Two beauties addictive like yayo. So let's go, welcome to the best show. Boricua, Cubana, Latina, sin filtro.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Latinas Sin
Sin
Filtros.
filtros.
I love hearing her say it. Dead. I just love fucking hearing her say it. Oh, look, she took her off the damn panel. Look, you see what happened? She laughed herself right off the fucking panel.
I don't know what I pressed because I'm new.
You
I'm new
laughed
here.
yourself right off the panel.
I'm new here. What the?
Oh man. So what's going on, everybody? Shout out to the Rico Squad. We see the Rico Squad in the chat. We see the big bro, bigger, and the big bro, Malay's husband, Chino
Hey.
Plush in the building.
He's in this
Um,
building too. That's funny.
I'm dead. I can't with her, yo. Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way in and make sure that you are sharing this live out. Let's go ahead and get some people up in here because today is it's going to be a very touchy topic, but it's a must needed one. You guys already know it's something that's been kind of becoming more of an awareness, than it used to be back in the days. A lot of people may have somebody in their family with, such an awareness, but don't even realize it. So let's go ahead and share the live. Make sure that we get the proper audience in here. And yeah, let me go ahead and because I actually want to change this background just in that for that honor. Boom. There we go. Boom. There we go.
Aw. That looks like my brain inside.
Girl, tell me about it.
If you ever want to know what my brain looks like inside, that there it is.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you,
Oh,
girl. But yeah,
cool.
so today Malay and myself will be talking about autism parents. Okay. Um, a lot of times parents of autistic children, we go unseen, we go unheard, and we don't get the amount of credit that we deserve. Um, and although everybody who knows me knows I am like the baby is not mine, he's my nephew, but he is in my care 24/7. So I'm the step-in mommy. I'm the aunt, but I'm the step-in mommy. But it goes for anybody who has a child in their care that they literally take care of 24/7 that has autism. It could be a cousin, it could be a grandma, grandpa, mother, father, brother, sister, literally anybody. As you guys can hear, mine's stemming in the background. So this is real life, not recorded and fake shit. This is real life over here that we do.
Yeah,
Um,
for real.
but Malay and me, we've had so many conversations where we just feel that people who take care of an autistic child we don't really get the credit that we deserve. You know, there's people tend to focus on the happy times that you see, the happy things that you post. Nobody really knows what's going on behind the scenes. Nobody really knows what's happening when the cameras are off and we're choosing not to record anything. Um, Nobody talks about the mental breakdowns, the stemming, when they go into an episode or they're having, a tantrum, because let's keep it real. Just because children are autistic, it does not mean that they don't have tantrums. They very much do,
It's
because they are
bad.
still children, okay?
Yes, right. They're just like 10 times worse, like 100 times worse. They're just bad.
Right. Right. Um And I think that's the video we're going to start with today. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Feel free to come in and give your opinion or speak on whatever you like. If there is anyone who would actually like to hit the panel and speak on, their own experiences or whatever, feel free to let me know, and I will go ahead and make sure that link is dropped for you. Um, but the video that I think that we're gonna start with, it's a very important video for the simple fact that I think a lot of times when parents like Malay and myself, we kind of just get into that what the fuck moment, like it's just been a very long and stressful day or week. I think people tend to have a perception of how certain parents of autistic children express themselves, and they think that we're not supposed to feel, we don't get stressed out. They think that we don't have days where it's just too much, on top of the fact that we literally have to balance living a life with an autistic child and everything else in the mix.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
I
it's really
think,
tough.
yeah, yeah. I
It
think that
really is.
Malay and myself will very, very much relate with this video that I'm about to play, y'all.
Okay.
Autism sucks. And for all y'all, autism warrior and my superstar and my superhero, man, whatever. I'm not even trying to hear that right now, because this was not supposed to be my story. I am the early intervention specialist. I work with kids that do this. It wasn't supposed to be my kid. I don't want to hear that God doesn't make mistakes. I don't want to hear, well, at least she doesn't have this. At least you don't know. If you don't sit over here, you don't know. Not knowing if your child's going to get hurt when you're not around, and she can't tell you if somebody did something to her. Not knowing if she's ever going to talk. I have a friend that I went to high school with. Our daughters were born on the exact same days. And I'll look at her story sometimes and, man, I get jealous. I get jealous. And I know tomorrow will be better. And I know I won't feel this heavy, and I'll just go back to advocating for fighting for autism and all this stuff. But today sucks. Autism sucks today. I just thought the numbers would be different. We just left the developmental pediatrician. I just thought it would be. Autism sucks.
I felt that. That's
Hmm.
for real, because it's very, um, especially, mine. Everybody knows how I got my baby. I was kind of given a baby. I'm sure everybody in the chat already knows, you guys
Hmm.
are, um, and I started to notice aggression at 9 months old.
Hmm.
And to me, that was extremely like weird, but like a different type, not like, oh, a kid is throwing whatever, it was like, no, this kid is strong. Like this is different. And as he grew, it's just blossoming. And it's 24/9. It's not 24/7. It's 24/9. Especially like I'm home. Chino works. I stay home with him, so I don't get. I'm with him breakfast, lunch, dinner, middle of the night, wake up. I literally do not get a second. And there are days that, I'm the type of person I kind of let things build and then I like explode. And I, you know, I'll tell Chino, I'm like, bro, by the time he gets home, I'm fine. But I'm like, bro, I'm leaving this house and I don't even care when you get home. Like, I just need to get out of here. I never go anywhere, because at that point I'm just exhausted and I'm like done. I don't even care where I am. I'm just existing, like an autopilot existing. You're just existing. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah. It's hard, like I tell my nephew's mom, when she's on her days off and she'll come to me and she'll be like, well, can you do this? Or no. Oh, but shit. Like I'm with him 24/7. And even on the days when you're here, if you step out or do something, obviously I still have to watch him, and I don't really go anywhere, to be honest, unless it's to go grocery shopping or to pay bills or, just run my natural errands or whatever the case is. But there's not a day where I walk out this house and I'm going to pamper myself. I'm going to get a massage, or I'm going to go get my nails done,
No,
my feet done. Nothing.
I leave to
Nothing.
go to the doctor. That's it. And to take him to the
Right.
doctor and to, why? Because going out is, oh my God, like it just, like, it's not even fun. And I hate to say it, but unless I'm at a house that I know, like, my mom's house, she has toys, they know how to deal with him, you know, I don't let him go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like you don't know how to deal with him. Like, it's a special way of dealing with him. I don't know you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. It's really, really difficult to leave. Like, we go to the beach and it's a fucking nightmare. Okay? A nightmare. It's like, we're so over it. We're so over it because for whatever reason, he stems with his hand, and he, like shakes his hand in front of his face with an object, whatever object is floppy. And
Right.
he's not like my daughter was, like, she would like play in the sand. No, no, he's not. He's not.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't
Yeah.
exist. No, he's walking and flapping. And I
Yeah.
had like he literally like he will walk and walk and walk and just not pay attention. He's in his own world.
Mm-hmm.
His own world.
I'm telling you. And it's
So
like, these are the things that nobody sees, Like, they'll see again what we choose and what we allow for them to see. And it's like, let me put it this way. This video is gonna explain what you guys actually don't see.
Ow! Hey!
A few moments later.
No, I'm just trying to hang out. And Kyla is crashing out. What? I can't lay down and chill? What? You want me to leave? You want me to go bye-bye? I'm not going bye-bye. I'm hanging out. Hey! I'm not leaving. Go relax inside. Give me a kiss. Ow. Not headbutt. Okay, bro. Let's relax.
And those are the parts that nobody gets to see.
bro. he and what's crazy and what worries me is if like those things that he does now. Like he'll get
Mhm.
so mad. I don't know if your nephew ever did this when he was little. He'll pull my pants down.
No.
Literally like hang from me and pull my pants down. Like he gets so angry. When he wants
Mhm.
something, he'll push me. And like he's strong. This is not
Yeah.
like a not strong a child. Like he is like a linebacker. It's insane. It's a different type of like rage and like a different type of tantrums and I can't imagine 12 or however your nephew is he 9 or 12.
He's gonna be 10.
He's gonna be 10. Okay, so girl,
Mhm.
I cannot even imagine. And the fact that you tell me that he repeats what he hears on TV but he doesn't talk, I'm like,
Yeah.
it scares me a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing is that, so the first clip that we played where the woman was, she was having, a moment. What angered me about that video so much is that there were so many women in the chat telling her, no, don't say that. How dare you say autism sucks? And how dare you say that God made a mistake when he gave your child autism? And that you don't get to tell a parent or a caregiver of an autistic child how to feel and how to vent and express themselves when they are the one that is living 24/9.
Yep. It's
You
really
don't
hard.
get to do that.
Yeah. It's it's hard.
Like, girl, when I tell you the bathroom is my safe haven, the bathroom is where I go. I turn on the
Yeah,
kitchen, the bathroom sink or the bathtub water, and I'm in there with the door closed, and I'm just having a fucking moment.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy because like him when he's like that and he gets in the mood where he's hanging on to you, he wants you, you have to pick him up. Mind you, he's 46 pounds. Jess.
Yeah,
The pediatrician said that he's supposed to be 27 pounds.
yeah,
That he's the size of a kindergartner. He's heavy,
yeah.
like
He
literally like
is.
fills my bag, like girl. I'm like I like pull him on me because I get
Hmm.
he's so heavy.
Yeah. And the thing is like you see mines, like both of mines, they're in bed already. Like they know, listen, I'm going live. You guys are not gonna be in my fucking background, okay? Because the background picks up every audio. So you're not about to be in my background being rude. You're gonna get your asses in bed, and that's
Right.
that. But you saw when he came over here and stuff like that, he looks flaquito. But when you pick him up, girl, there's times where he will put my back out of commission for like a fucking week in advance
Wow.
because he may look very slim, but his bones are very heavy. And
Mhm.
I'm like, dude, the bigger and older you get, like the more impossible it is to pick you
Mhm.
up, you know?
Mhm. And that's what like worries me. Do you? I don't. I should have sent you that video. I should have found it because there's a mom. I told you about the mom. She's oh, an American
Mhm.
gringa, right? And
Mhm.
she has a son, but the son is like he's like Amazon. Okay, he's
Mhm.
huge, and but he has autism on nonverbal, and he beats the crap out of his mother. And
Yeah.
it's like I have like a line, right? I don't know.
Mhm.
And the reason I say this is because like how you were saying your nephew knows how to say things when he wants to say it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nehemiah does things when he wants to do it and whatever. And the fact that they can understand that, you understand that I feel, and tell me if I'm wrong and if I'm being too harsh about it. I feel like part of them knows that. And I feel like you're, bro, I would have to, how do you stop that? I mean, maybe there wasn't enough reprimanding during his like growing up and his tantrums. Even though they're having a tantrum or a meltdown, you still have to control it and let them know that you're in control. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so did she not do that? Because this boy, I mean, he smacks the crap out of her. He hits her. He like pushes her. He abuses his mom. Like,
Right.
where is there a limit? Like, of damn, like my kid is like literally abusing me. Like, how do
Right.
you deal? What do you
And
even?
and that's, I think that's ends up being a problem on the parents' behalf, for the simple fact that, you see, with the baby, we never allowed it to get to the point to where after a certain age it wasn't nipped in the butt. We already knew that if he was able to comprehend, to understand one thing, then you're able to comprehend and understand a whole other. You're
Like,
able to sit there and understand, no, I'm doing the wrong thing. Okay, I need to stop. So when he gets aggressive,
you
the
feel
first
like
thing
I
that we
feel,
tell
so
him,
at least I don't feel
yeah,
bad. You feel how
right,
I okay, cool, because
right.
that's how I
But
feel.
being that the nana is at such an early age, the best thing that I honestly can tell you is practice safe hands with him, because that's what we started with the baby. When he gets in his
Yeah,
tantrums, or he gets in his, where he's overstimulated, and now he's either, trying to get aggressive or trying to even hurt himself, we hold his hands and we say safe hands,
yeah. His
you
thing is
know?
whatever's in his hand, he's throwing it, and he'll
Oh, yeah.
continue to throw stuff. He'll open the
Oh, yeah.
cabinets. He'll open the cabinets and slam them. He's 2.5. Open the
Right.
cabinets and slam, like behavior of a grown ass man that's throwing a man tantrum.
Right.
Sorry,
Right.
men.
Artie, salute Artie.
You know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
literally like and I'm like, yo, he really is. He just doesn't. But when I get up, if I'm scolding him and I get
Yeah.
up, he'll stop immediately. So that means you knew you
Yeah.
were doing something wrong. So you know what you're
Correct.
doing.
Correct. Like, you see
You know?
today, mine's was doing something that he
Stop.
knows he's not supposed to do. Like with him, he ended up being born where it was a little bit confusing, because when he was born and he learned how to walk, he was walking flat foot. But once he hit 2 years old, we noticed he began to tippy toe. Now he tippy toes so much that his foot will not go flat. And,
Oh no.
it's like he has to have surgery in order for his foot to literally become flat enough for him to walk. So he knows that we don't like it when he starts gallivanting throughout the house and jumping and skipping and stuff like that. And I'm like, stop. And he keeps going, stop it, keep
Oh
going.
my
When he
god.
saw that I got up, he was like, all right, she got up, game over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what's so funny is this last week the baby started skipping everywhere. Everywhere he
Hmm.
goes, he's skipping.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's a thing.
It's a way of them releasing any type of energy. It's a stem for them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. He's gonna
Yeah.
skip
Like the
till he's
laughing,
20.
like we spoke about the laughing. Like, whew, girl, when his laughing kicks in, it's scary. It's frustrating, because it's not like a little giggle here, it's not a little giggle there.
No, it's
It's
like
a
somebody's like
full on.
physically tickling them.
Correct.
Physically, yes.
And it doesn't last for a few seconds. It lasts for
No.
hours.
Yep. Oh my
You
God,
know?
it's so crazy. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let me tell you something. When when he had his first seizure, I have it in my head, you know, like it's the one memory of him that I'm never able to release out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when he had his first seizure, I remember it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and my niece came running into the room, and she's crying and she's hysterical, and she's like, the baby, my baby. And I jump. When I tell you, I fucking slow joed my ass out that bed. I took everything with me. I fucked up my hip. I fucked up the side of my stomach. I bruised myself everywhere. I took everything with me, you know? To even my poor mother, I even pushed my mother out the way. God forbid.
Oh my
God
god.
protect her,
Oh
but
my
I pushed her out
god.
of the way because I'm like, what happened? And she goes, he's having a seizure. And I said, what? And I ran into my sister's roommate. God bless her soul. I ran to my sister's room, and my sister was holding him, and he was seizing in her arms. And eyes rolled to the back of his head, jaw clenched, saliva coming out, and his
Oh
whole
my
body just
god.
stuck tense, seizing.
Jesus.
And I'm glad that I've been the type in my family to where I've been able to compose myself during life and death situations because my sister was losing it. My niece was literally, this is her child, this is her baby, and he was having a seizure. She literally was losing her fucking marbles. Um, my brother-in-law was here at the time. He didn't know what the fuck to do. He was worthless to shit at the moment. And my nephew, God bless him, but he's just a little boy himself. He didn't know what the fuck to do. My mom knew because I suffer from epilepsy. I suffer from narcolepsy. And she knew immediately. And she went and got a cold washcloth, and I sat there and I slowly started to elevate and lift his body. And I put him on his side. And I told my sister, I said, do not let him
Right.
go. Keep a hold of him, hold his body tight, and do not let go. And I tried to wiggle. I lost some skin on my finger, but I tried to wiggle my finger into his mouth at the time because I noticed that he was starting to swallow his tongue.
Oh my
Um,
god, no.
yeah. And I started the chest compressions, slowly, rubbing his chest and pumping his chest, rubbing his chest and pumping his chest. And I just slowly, started the chest compressions. And it gets emotional for me because this baby I've had this baby in my arms
Can
since he
imagine.
was born.
Right.
And watching a child so small having a seizure, it will fuck you up. It will fuck you up mentally and emotionally because
Yeah, no. I can
after the seizure, you just see his little lifeless body there. Like he's just there, like lifeless, And I'm just like, and I was on the phone with Babe at the time, and he was like, you got this, breathe, you got this, you know what to do. And I just kept doing the chest compressions. And then I grabbed the washcloth from my mom, and I told her, I said, put some ice on it, make it really, really like shocking cold. She brought it back to me, and I put it on his face, and it kind of, when I heard then I was able to breathe. And I was like, oh God, I thought I was going to fucking pass out from that. And when my niece
girl.
heard it,
Oof.
my niece came in the room. I said, he's breathing. He's fine. He's breathing. And she's like, my baby, my baby. And I said, call 911. And I had to laugh with her at that very moment because I'm like, dude, call 911. She's like, what's the number? Bitch, 911.
Shut
Call 911.
up. I did that when I was like five, like four.
Girl, and it was so funny. It was so funny because I can't remember
Oh my
his her
god.
mother, my sister. She did the same thing. She couldn't hold the phone. I snatched the phone and I gave it to my sister. I said, look, call 911, please. She's like, what's the number? Oh my God, what is wrong with you people today? Get it together. Like,
Oh my
call
god.
911.
That's
She called
hilarious.
911 and they came. And the thing was, like, once he was like fully out of the seizure, then the panic kicked in. He didn't know what was going on, what just happened to him. His body was sore and this, that, and the third. And then it's like you're panicking, but it's expected, you know?
Yeah, no,
And
and
it was a lot. They took him to the hospital and stuff like that. And then that's when the neurology appointments began. And the neurology appointment to test him for epilepsy, it is so fucking panicky. It is so, like, it will literally just fuck you up because his mother, and this is the ironic thing, his mother, when she was 4 years old,
mm,
she had a fever. And the thermometer that my sister had at the time, it didn't work properly. It was telling her that she only had 100.2. It actually turned out to be she had 105.2.
so she sees from the temperature. Yeah, that's
Correct, correct. So 1 minute, she's laying in the bed. We're putting the washcloth and we're getting ready to get a cold bath for her running. And the next minute, I hear my mom's bed like shaking like no tomorrow. And I looked at the bed and she was having a seizure. And I jumped over the bed. I put her on her side immediately. Mind you, I hadn't been diagnosed with epilepsy yet, so I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I put her on her side immediately, and then all of a sudden she just limp. She stopped moving. She wasn't breathing. My sister was losing her fucking marbles, and I'm like, my baby, because I've had this little girl since she came out the cooter. So I'm
right.
like, my baby. And immediately I tilted her head, I lifted it a little bit, and I started CPR. And the CPR, when the ambulance came and they came upstairs, they continued the CPR. And 2 seconds after they began the CPR with her, she woke up. And the guy was like, who started the CPR? And I was like, I did. He said, if you wouldn't have started that CPR, she wouldn't even be here right now, you know?
Wow, thank God.
And when they took her in the ambulance and they checked her temperature, she had 105.2.
Wow.
And I was like, wow. And again, this was years ago. This was when she was 4 years old, 3 or 4 years old. I turned around and I told my sister, call 911. What's the number? What the fuck? So, and again, I just had to keep that cool, calm, collective mind. And it's like I lose my shit after, because when they took the baby to the hospital and stuff like that, and I'm telling my niece, I said, remind them. The ambulance came. I said, he's nonverbal, he's autistic on the high spectrum. He can't speak, he can't. Please just, and they're like, we got it. Don't worry about it. And
That's so crazy. Oh my God.
girl, it was to the
That,
point to where it just after they took him and he left and it hit me, then I broke down. That's when I lost my fucking
oh
shit.
my God. No, my nerves are so bad. I remember my daughter, she started having these pass out episodes. And the first time she had one, yo, she just literally collapsed in front of us. She turned blue. Her lips were blue, like almost like an overdose. It looked like,
Hmm.
right? And I'm like,
Hmm.
oh my God, she's not breathing. She's not breathing. So I blew in her mouth because I'm like, literally, she's turning blue. And then she gasped for air and then she got really stiff and started seizing, like after
Right.
it. And I was like, oh
Right.
my God. And this went on for like a few, like 5 6 years. She would have these like episodes. And
Hmm.
then she came home from the hospital after a week, and the day she came home, she had another episode, and that was the first time my anxiety was so bad. That was the first time I ever felt like passing out from my anxiety. She's
Hmm.
literally on the floor, and I'm on the floor putting cold water on my back and like pouring cold water on me so I could stay alert because she was passing out again. Like,
Right.
oh my God, bro. That was
It's
just
a lot. It's a lot. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what people don't understand. These are the things that you guys don't see behind the closed doors. These are the things that we actually, have to deal with. You guys see the beautiful moments, the smiles, and the happy times that we post. You guys don't see this.
Squish. Hey, stop. Stop. Hey, nice. Give me it. Oh, that's red 40. Gotta be patient. Squish, squish, squish.
I'm sorry. I was laughing because yo, Nehemiah be joking me, and he's only 2.5. Like, he better be somebody that jokes in the football. I don't know what that person is, but he needs to be that. Oh my
And the
god.
thing is that a lot of the times,
They're
this isn't
fast, they're
them.
runners, and they're strong.
What? They're track stars. They're literally fucking
Yes.
track stars.
Yes. Yes.
But when people see things like that, automatically they go to, oh, well, he's not being properly raised at home and this, that, and the third. It doesn't always have to do with that. When you see a child who's autistic and he is, raging, or he's having, an episode or whatever the case is, it does not automatically mean that they are not being raised properly at home. It sometimes has to do with the fact that we are introducing them into a new environment. You see, the baby, when
Right.
we take him to Hobby Lobby, it's a no go for him. He will have the ultimate fit in Hobby Lobby because it's not a place where he feels is okay for him. Mind you, it's just a crafting store, but it's not a place for him. Now, if he sees us walking to Target or Walmart, or we go to the Dr. Seuss Museum, or we go to the park. These are things where he is happy. We get him in the car, and even
It's a
driving around,
fit.
he's the
It's a
happiest person. No, he's the happiest person driving around. Like, he will sit there, he will look at the scenery, he will sit there. Freddie Rook, salute to you. He will look at the trees, the mountains, cars passing by, and trucks and everything, and he's quiet, you know? And sometimes, like today, I gave him a bath today. This kid is like a fish. He loves being in the water. Sometimes all we got to do is just fill the bathtub up with just a little bit of water because we don't fill the bitch up all the way, and he has never left unattended either. We fill
right.
the bathtub up, and sometimes he's okay with the bubbles, sometimes he's not. Sometimes he just wants to sit in the tub because his body temperature is hot, especially during the summer. So I'll fill up the tub with water, don't put nothing in it, and he's happy. Today when I took him a bath, he came out, I combed his hair and everything, and he had a fit when I combed his hair, but not too much because we're getting him to the point to where he's getting used to having his hair combed every day. But
Right. Right.
I went in the room and I was gonna try to sit down and eat. I said, okay, now he's nice and cool. AC is on. He's good to go.
Yeah,
But
right.
when I went to go sit down and eat, but he came back and he got me, and I'm like, what's up? I was like, well, infamous, take your ass on out if you don't want to fucking be in here. Don't come in here being rude like that. Matter of fact, I'll do it my motherfucking self. The fuck? Anyways, excuse my language for everybody else that was enjoying the content. I don't like when people come in here on their rude shit, especially when we're talking about something like this. Like, if you don't want to be here, just get the fuck out. Don't come in here asking no questions, especially no stupid ones like that. Y'all already know who I am. Y'all don't want to see that side on me. Have some respect, okay? Going back to the topic.
Per.
So I thought I was in the safe zone, girl. I went and I was like, I could sit down and eat. The food is done. I could eat my plate nice and hot.
Bro,
Bitch,
I do
no.
this all the time.
He turned around and went and grabbed me and he goes, "Eesh." I'm like, what's up? And he pointed to his Crocs. I said, oh no, we're not going outside. You thought that because I gave you a bath and because I combed your hair that we were going outside. I said, no, we're not going outside. And he had a fit. I said, you
Oh
have one
my
choice, sir.
god,
You can
bro.
sit there and have a fit, or I can put your opera on. I can give you a snack and some ginger ale, and you can calm the fuck down. And that's exactly what ended up happening.
Oh my god, bro.
But when I
I
tell you that there are
oh,
times where, and I know you the same, I'm the last one that always eats.
girl. I literally was on FaceTime with Danny the other day, and I'm like, I've been on the phone with him for an hour. I
Hmm.
said, babe, I'm still making this water for the last hour because I
Right,
had to stop 185 times because he just doesn't listen. Like, it's like he just doesn't listen. He doesn't register. I don't know what it is. He just doesn't listen. He doesn't listen. He doesn't care. If I take
right.
whatever he has from him, he'll hit me. And this is just 2.5. I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm scared. A little bit. Not of
It's a
him, but
lot.
it's just of, like just for him. You know what I mean? Because that goes into having, those type of emotions. So, uh, how can I say it? So a lot, like so just overwhelming is,
Right.
it's hard on them too, and that's mental health at the end of the
It
day.
is.
I mean, it's something
Hmm.
that's just like gonna gnaw at them forever. Like they just don't know how to regulate their emotions.
Right. And the thing
That's
is
what
that
it
a lot of
is.
people seem to think that because children are autistic, that they don't know how to comprehend emotions, that they don't know how to feel. Listen, let me tell you something. When my sister passed away, the baby, he went straight to her bed on her side and he laid down on her pillow. He smelled her pillow and he began bawling his eyes out.
Oh my
And I
god.
sat there and I ran into the room because I didn't know why he was crying at the moment. And I seen him laying on her side of the
So he
bed.
understood what happened. He
He
understood.
understood. In his way, he understood. He
Oh my
understood that
god.
grandma's not here no more. He understood that, grandma's not coming back, and he laid on her pillow and he cried like there was no tomorrow. And he still does it on occasions. He'll go and he'll lay on her. He sleeps permanently on her side of the bed now.
Oh,
And I was
that's
like,
scary.
wow, and my mom came in. She was like, what's wrong with him? And I said, he knows. And we had no choice but to just sit there and console him. We
But
had to
if
lay with
he
him and cry
though,
with him. And he's looking
oh
at
my
us, but
god.
he looks at us with those lost eyes, like, I don't understand,
Yeah.
but I get it, you know?
Right. Right.
And it's so freaking heartbreaking. And the crazy thing is, a week after she passed, he had
Uh-uh.
a seizure.
No way.
And me and my mom were like, what the hell? And then his seizures became, for like 2 months, they became frequent.
Cause if he
And the
was stressed
ambulance,
out, he was stressed.
yep, the ambulance guy was like, has there been any emotional stress or anything that's changed? And we were like, yeah, my sister passed away. And he was like, so he knows. And it's emotionally stressing him, you know?
Wow. That's so
So
crazy. You
thank God, it's been a couple of months. There have been no seizures, no nothing. But when I tell you that this kid this past week has had me and my mom scared, nervous, because he ran out of his medicine and his doctor took forever to refill his medicine. So he was only taking it once a day so that we can kind of stretch it out. It was fucking
right.
terrifying,
Oh my God. Yeah. I pray the
and it's
baby
a
doesn't
lot.
have it. I pray, but I know his mom, you know, um, she still has them. Like if she's too stressed or if she's too hot or if she's too whatever, she has them. You mentioned something that it caught my attention because the baby does this. Before he eats anything, before he touches anything, before he does anything, he smells it. Does your nephew do that? Does he smell everything before
Mm-hmm.
he
Yep.
really?
And there's certain textures that he will not touch. He will not taste them, nothing like that. He doesn't do candies at all. He does not like sweets whatsoever. The only, and we don't consider it candy. The only thing that he does eat that's like a candy are the Welch's gummies, the zero sugar
Oh
ones,
my god, the
or
baby loves
the light sugar. Oh my
he
god, girl.
loves sugar. He likes dough. He's a fat boy. He likes donuts, the little Cuban crackers, the Marias, the little.
Hmm.
He loves those. He definitely likes sweets for sure.
Mine's he loves the Maria cookies. He loves those.
That's
But
funny.
unfortunately, grandma over here spoiled him into a habit to where if you give him a cookie, you have to break it into four. And he will not eat it if it is not broken into four. And I'm
What?
like, lady, what the hell did you fucking do now? Because if you give him a plate of cookies or crackers, he'll sit there and look at you like, what you want me to do with that? That's not cut
Oh
into
my
four.
god. No.
And I'm like, bro, what the hell? And his diet is very strict. He's very particular on what he eats. It is pork chops, spam, chicken. And his chicken, I have to fry it differently because my older nephew, he loves his chicken, but he likes it breaded with flour and everything. This one, no.
Uh-huh.
I have to cut it up into small pieces and fry it with just the seasoning before anything else.
The baby likes
Um,
his chicken like that too.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
He loves French fries. He loves bacon and cereal, but it's only specific cereals. And he loves his
Yeah.
goldfish.
Oh my god. Go, Phantom.
And it's like people don't seem to understand that sometimes, you know, when it's time for us to eat, we gotta eat on the run. Like sometimes I'm walking around with my plate of food, but I'm chasing after him.
Yeah,
You know,
literally.
I'm
Literally.
walking around with a spoon in my mouth, a chicken in my hand, or a pork chop in my
Mhm.
hand. Or sometimes I just don't even bother to eat until like sometimes it's like 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, and that's when I'm finally sitting down to eat. But then at that point, it's like I'm not even fucking hungry anymore.
Yeah, you're already nauseous, hungry. You're over it. And
Yeah.
then yeah, and then for me, because he doesn't go to sleep, because if I put him to sleep at 8, he's gonna be up by 1, and that's it. My
Hmm.
night's over. So
Yeah.
I don't even get that late night. I don't have to deal with shit.
Uh huh.
It's all day, all night. Like, oh my god, it's all day, all night.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
And
just
that's
like
what
a
that's
zombie.
what people don't fucking get. Like on top of the fact that we have to deal with everyday fucking life. You
Right.
know,
Like, I'm a wife. I need to fucking clean my house. I need to, like,
right. Like I have to make sure
be
that my husband is taken care of. My husband is
right.
fucked on a daily basis. The house is clean. The house is mopped. Everybody's eating. I got to make sure my business is running smooth. I got to check, the inventory, make sure nothing is running out, and whatever's running out, I got to refill it. I have my actual fucking 9 to fucking my schedule for my actual fucking government job is crazy. I work from 9 a.m. to 2 a.m.
What?
Okay. 9 a.m. to 2 fucking a.m. And then, like I said, I have my side business and then everything over here. I got to make sure that the 12-year-old is good to go. I take care of my mom. My mom is 76 and she's got osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, diabetes. And it's like
Yeah.
sometimes
Jesus.
it's crazy when you get a child that comes up to you and asks you, "Are you okay?" Because they can see that you literally have no more fucking energy left.
Mhm. Yeah. 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 No, papi, don't. No. No.
And then it's like, that's what I think some people don't fucking get, especially when they already know that you're going through all of this and the amount of stress keeps piling on.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
what about me?
I had so I had a friend that I was best friends with for years, and like we kind of just fell off, lost contact, whatever. And we got back in contact again. And at the time that we got back in contact, I was just going through it. Like Chino had got hurt at work. He was dealing with workers' comp. He hadn't gotten paid in 3 months. I wasn't getting paid. Um, we're in the middle of adopting a baby that was given to us. It's just a lot going on. You know what I mean? So it just so happened that her mom died like 3 years ago or whatever. And she was finally like grieving her mom, but she was associating me with her mom because I knew her at that time and I knew what she went through with her mom more than anybody. And she called me one day and it blew my mind because let me tell you, I take the skin off of my bones for anybody. And she knows that. Like, come on, like, bro. So she says, she calls me one day and she goes, I don't think you know how to like be a friend. And I was like, huh? She's like, yeah, I just, every time I call, you're like, you're going through it and you're like, or you don't answer. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm going through the same shit and obviously you don't want to hear it. But it's okay for you to like repeat yourself and talk about what you got going on. Like I could not believe that when she literally like knew like what? Like where I come like what are you talking about? You expect me to be there for you when I'm broke as hell. I have nothing to offer. I can't even go see you. I don't even have gas money. Like so many different things. I haven't they saw him. They know what I'm going through. And you have the audacity to say, I don't know how to be a friend because I'm not being there for you because your mom died 3 years ago. And you're associating me with your mom. Bro, that shit blew my mind. I was like, yo, if you could only live in my shoes for one day, and tell me if you have the capacity to call anybody. And I think that's why you and I relate so well and we're so fluent because we know when we don't answer what's going on. You don't have to explain. This is what I already know what's going on. You already
Mm-hmm.
know what's going on. And it's not
Yep.
even like, but I just was mind boggled because I have friends that I've had for all my life. And for her to even say, and I literally have not called her and it even told her about that because I still like don't even have words. Like you expected somebody some I was always so giving and giving and giving and just such a person that is just such a giving person and just so open and hearted and all of this and I still am, but you're just seeing a version of me that I've never even been through before. Do I make
Yeah.
sense? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know what it is to say yes and take a baby, and then come to
Right.
find out he has all these issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's the last thing. That's the last thing I would have ever thought. And I'm
Right.
like, God, you really do that to me? I stand with him. I'll tell you right
I'm
now,
telling
like
you.
literally, I'm like, okay, let's do it, because it's insane. It's all day. Right now, he's walking around in circles with two brushes, one
Mm-hmm.
in one hand and one in the other.
Yep.
Where,
Mine's right now is laying down in bed,
where's,
swinging around his handicapped Spider-Man and watching his cartoons.
oh my God, where's my
And
phone?
I'm like, dude, like, come on now,
You
Like, go
know,
to bed. And he'll look at me like, no, not right now. You
No,
know?
that's cool.
And it's crazy because unfortunately, we have people who never stop to think before they fucking speak. I've had, I'm not going to put their name out there, but I had someone call me one time and they're like, dude, every time I call you, you don't answer the phone. You know, you're always sending me to voicemail, whatever the case is, you know, and I've been trying to get a hold of you and this, that, and the third. And when I tell you I spazzed the fuck out, I said,
Instead of
motherfucker, did you?
saying,
Right.
"Hey, are you okay? Do you
Mm
need something? I know your
hmm. Right.
circumstance." Bro, I cannot.
Right. Like, and the thing is that this person knew, like, okay, yeah, I was already, you know, helping with taking care of my nephew when my sister was alive. But after my sister passed away, I had to literally become a fucking parent because
Right,
it was no longer I was just watching him for a couple of hours. It was now I literally was watching him 24/7 because now my niece is working and she's working full time, you know, along with me working full time, but I work from home. So I have to now work from home, take care of a house, make sure that she's mentally good because this was her mother that she lost as well. I have to make sure that
right,
a 12-year-old is mentally okay. I'm now dealing with a full time autistic child who is understanding and comprehending that grandma is gone. I have my fucking job. I have my fucking marriage that I have to tend to. I have my mother I take care of, and I have my side business. Bitch, on top of the fact that I have PTSD, I'm OCD, I have fibromyalgia, I have narcolepsy, I have anxiety, which is fucking anxiety that I get in my sleep. I have heart problems.
bro.
Like,
That's
bitch,
so.
the list goes on and on, and I'm supposed to wake the fuck up every fucking day. And I'm supposed to sit there and be like, let me go down my motherfucking list of friends to fucking call that don't call me or check up on me. And I'm going to check in on them and see how the fuck they're doing. I don't
Right.
fucking think so. I go to sleep in mommy mode and I wake up in fucking mommy mode,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? And I get angry with certain people when they sit there and they talk about, but what about me and my problems? What about them? What
Yeah.
the fuck about them?
Yeah. I know exactly. I'm like, bruh. Like I had a best friend that was best friend with me for we were best friends since 8 years old, and it's been a couple, maybe a good year and a half we haven't talked, but um, I had to stop being friends with her. Okay, imagine every time you called me, our conversation was not reciprocal. I only talked about what I have going on, and you could give three shits what I have going on, and you just keep ranting about yourself, and then the conversation is over. Well, that's how it's
Right.
always been. Always been. So,
Mm-hmm.
me and her just because it's just like, how can you be like that? Like, you don't even
Right.
understand. Like, she knew I got the baby. She knew like all of these things, and it's just like the last time I talked to her, she's like, I don't. She said, bro, this is what she said to me. She said, I found my tribe.
Huh? Her
You're
fucking tribe of
what?
what? Her tribe of idiots?
I'm like, your tribe. I said, oh, because your other best friend that used to live in our neighborhood is rich, and you work for her. Okay,
What the
you
fuck?
found your tribe. I'm glad. I'm glad that you found your tribe. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I started doing food, she started doing food. That's what she does now. She does food. Never, not
Oh
one time,
my.
like, oh, yo, let's collaborate. Let's da, 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 da. Nothing. Never, ever, 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 ever.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah,
And
it's just.
yo, it's like some people are fucking not born with common sense. Listen, the other day, okay, when you guys know me, I have no filter. Hence the name of the fucking show. Okay, neither one of us have a
Yeah.
fucking filter. Okay,
Sin
But
filtros.
for you guys that know me, no, I don't vibe well with females. I don't. I don't like fucking bitches. I can't. I don't like them. But with Malay, it's like fucking different because the other day I was going through something and I knew I could have called her and I knew she would have picked up, but I didn't. Why? Because she was going through her own shit. So I was like, let me respect what she is going through and everything. And then when I spoke to her, I allowed her to get off what she had to get off and vent first. And then I spoke about me. And that's what the fuck we do when we talk. We vent to each other. It's not a one sided where I just, talk about everything I'm going through and I don't listen to what she's going through. No, we're sharing what the fuck we're going through at the same time.
Right. It's
And it's just fucking
reciprocal.
common sense. When you talk to someone, you have to be able to intake what they're telling you and give a fucking shit, because otherwise than that it's gonna look like you're really just using them to just vent the fuck out and not give a fuck about what they're fucking going through,
Right. Right.
you
Yep.
know and
I
it's like, come on now. Like, I had a friend that I had two bits. Listen, we're just gonna keep it real, okay? I know all.
let's
You know what? I'm not gonna say the fucking name because I don't give nobody free fucking clout.
let's call her Carla.
No, this one would be fucking recycling and Chewbacca. Recycling and Chewbacca. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
I was recently, not recently, I was 3 years ago, 4 years ago on a fucking podcast. And on that fucking podcast, I was made to feel stupid. I was made to feel unimportant. I was made to feel invalid. I was used and I was mocked and fucking ridiculed. And in front of people a lot of the times. These bitches would take credit for all of the graphic work that I did, all of the ideas of the topics that I would come up with. They took credit for it. When it was time to hit the live button, they would talk. Oh, listen, girl, when I tell you I have the biggest pet peeve in the world, and that is to be cut off when I'm talking. Oh my fucking God. Like, I'll take somebody's fucking head off if I'm talking and you cut me fucking off. I would start talking about whatever topic we were on, and these bitches would cut me off and take over the conversation like if I wasn't even there. And it got down to the point,
Oh my god, bro.
I'm telling you, it got down to the point to where, guess what? When we went live, my camera was off, I was muted, and I wasn't even talking. Half of the time, I left the show and
And they
they
didn't
didn't
even
even fucking
realize.
notice.
That's that mean girl bully shit.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
the sad part
passive
about it is
aggressive.
one of them was a fucking Latino. That's the fucking sad part about it.
Bro, let me tell you, they cannot unite.
You know?
It's like impossible, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And even after I fucking left and stuff like that. And listen, everybody can say what they want to say about me. I don't hide anything. Malay will tell you with her whole fucking heart. I'm a fucking psychotic ass bitch. I'm fucking crazy. And I'm a fucking bitch. I've
Okay.
never once not denied that shit. Okay. But if there's one thing that I am, I'm fucking loyal. I am loyal to the motherfucking T. Okay. And I remember the two females and the boyfriend of Plastic and their little fucking boy group, because it was the boys version of the podcast and then the girls version.
Okay.
And I remember that um a situation had came about.
Hello.
Snoop on
Hello.
somebody. Can you hear me? Oh shit, I cut
Yeah,
out.
it cut off. I was like, hello.
Oh shit. My bad. Technical difficulties. But so
Take
the
seven onto
dude,
it.
the boyfriend of the plastic, came up to me and he calls me. He's like, I need you to do something for me. I was like, what's up? Mind you, I already had it in my mind that I was leaving. And he was like, I need you to spy on somebody for me and I need you to report back to me. And I was like, what the fuck is this? The army? Like, what? I'm not an
What
infiltrator.
the?
So
What?
a lot of people already know this fucking story, but for those in the fucking bushes that don't know. So at that time, I had already been watching Latin Pain and his channel. And that's where, on that other podcast is where I met Shark City IP. May God bless his soul and stuff like that. That's where I met Havoc. And that's where I met Old Dusty Puerto Rican.
Mhm.
And, you know,
Like that's
they
his
were
name,
like,
or he's just old and dusty
no,
for real.
that's his name, Old Dusty Puerto Rican.
Oh,
I'm dead. She's like, is he just old and dusty? We
yeah,
call
because
him the
I didn't know
spiritual
if you were.
grandpa of the group.
I didn't know if you were talking shit, like this freaking old and dusty guy, or if that was his.
I am fucking dead.
That's
Oh
funny.
man. But
Oh
that's where I
god.
met those guys at, that's where I met them. They got to see the old fucking shy Jess that held back and everything.
Right.
So they were like, I need you to go and I need you to watch Payne's channel and I need you to report back to me and tell me what is it that he's doing that is getting him so many fucking views.
Uh
Because
huh.
these guys would be live for 6, 7, 8 hours at every fucking night and only have like 100 and something views. Now here goes Payne, and Payne goes live for no more than an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours if he's just having fun and wilding out. And this dude's got thousands of fucking views and mad people in his chat. So I was like, okay, sure, no problem. He was like, really? I said, no, are you fucking dumb? I said, I'm not doing that type of shit. I said, what did Pain do to y'all? What did Pain do to me for me
Right.
to sit there and go and spy on him and tell you guys what he's doing to get his views? I
Right.
said, from what I've been watching, that's a humble dude. He's a funny guy and he gives back to the community. That's what the
Right.
fuck he's fucking doing. People are attracted to his character.
Right.
I said, so no, I'm not. They were like, oh, but you're part of this and I ain't gotta do shit but be me and fucking die. I'm not doing shit. And I turned around and I ended up giving Payne the heads up. I said, look, these ninjas over here is telling me to go and spy on your channel, and start promoting their shit over there and telling them what you're doing so they can copy it and do it. I'm
That's
like, no, I'm not
crazy.
motherfucking doing that. And sure enough, I left their motherfucking ass when they violated one of my privacy boundaries that I had, and I became Rico Squad. And I've been motherfucking Rico Squad since that fucking day. And I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. Y'all can go suck a dick with that one. We not doing that shit,
That's
you know?
crazy.
And it's just like there are people like that out there, and don't get me wrong, the girls at first, they were watching everything that I was doing on my channel when I went live on my first fucking channel. And they were like, how the fuck did this bitch have her channel only 1 month? And in 1 month, she had over 2,000. In less than 2 months, she had over 5,000 subscribers. How the fuck did she do that? Bitch, because I'm me and I'm good at what I do.
Right.
So they started copying everything I fucking did and making it into their own. And
That's
their
what they
views were
want.
not fucking matching.
Because it's not about what you're doing. It's about the person. It's about the personality.
Right.
It's the spirit behind it. It's the person behind it.
Yep. Yep. And it's
Ugh.
like the thing that kind of like pissed me off was when I knew them, the baby was already diagnosed with autism. So then Chewbacca, when we did a fucking show about autism awareness,
Mhm.
I was going to be the one to speak on it because I'm living with a child that has autism. Chewbacca
Right.
ended up turning around and talking about, well, my grandson, we think that he has autism because he's not talking yet, and there's sometimes where he just sits there and he stares into space. And I'm like, really, bitch? Now all of a sudden your grandchild has autism? And
Right.
she ended up,
Right.
without knowing anything, she ended up being the one taking over the entire fucking podcast.
Oh my
And I was
god.
like, wow, like this was something that I was going to do because I'm living with it. So I know about it. And you, without knowing what you're actually talking about, you took over the whole fucking thing. And she thought that because she was a lawyer, that meant that she was more intelligent and capable of taking over any and
What?
everything. Bitch, she wasn't no fucking lawyer. She was one of them fucking dumbasses that sit in a fucking office all day and takes injury reports from motherfuckers that fell down in aisle 5. Okay? Clean up in aisle 5. That's who she was.
Oh my god.
She was, I'm falling and I can't get up. That's who she was.
That is a trip.
And it's
Mm.
like, bro, like, what the hell? Like, how can you do a show with somebody and you guys claim that you're friends and you love each other like family, but you literally don't consider the other person. You take credit for everything and you belittle them in front of others. When I talk with you, I send you everything before anything. Do you like this? Anything you like to change about it? Is the time working for you? Whatever the case is.
Right. Right. Mm-mm. People
And
are just
unfortunately, you have those type of greedy fucking people in life that they don't have common sense. They don't hear from you for a while. And when you call them or they call you, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is like, what the fuck? Like, I've been needing you. You haven't been calling me. You haven't been looking for me. You haven't checked up on me. You're not being a fucking friend.
well, you haven't either.
Right. And it's like,
That's
the street is
crazy.
both ways.
Yep, it sure is.
And
It
that's the part
sure.
that people don't fucking get. The street is fucking both ways.
Yeah. You ever like, you know, to me, a friend's like, yo, I'm gonna come to your house. I'm gonna cook you dinner. I'm gonna bring you dinner, or you know what I mean? Just helping out in
Hmm.
ways that are, you know, us. I don't know.
I'm telling you, it's very rare when
Mhm.
you find somebody that's able to sit there and be like, I understand what you're going through. Let me see how I can help you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if it's just a simple phone call, hey, how are you?
Right.
Like, forget everything else going on in life, but how are you doing?
Right. Literally.
Because that's the one lie that unfortunately as adults we say every fucking day. When
Yeah.
someone's like, how are you? I'm okay. That's a lie. No, the fuck I'm not. I'm 2 minutes away from insanity.
Yeah.
I'm 7 cups in of coffee.
Bro, I go through so much coffee. I I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I will live much longer. I drink
Mm.
so much coffee. Bro, I drink it when I go to sleep and everything. I think I just got it doesn't even to me it's like a comfort drink.
Yeah.
It's not even called like I've been having that shit since it was in my bottle.
Yeah.
Like we had café con leche in
Yep.
my bottle. So like it just doesn't affect like keep me up. What?
Yeah.
No, no. I don't
Yeah.
think so. Mm-mm.
Exactly. Like,
I drink a lot of coffee. I really do. Like it's
I
dangerous.
had I had to laugh with Babe one time because he was like, babe, is it safe for you to be popping painkillers and drinking coffee? Hmm. I don't fucking know, nigga, but I've been doing this for so long. I
Mm,
guess he's like,
there,
do painkillers and coffee go together? Like, dude, you making me
yeah,
sound like a whole crackhead right now. Like,
no,
really?
they kind of do though.
They do.
Like,
They really do.
yeah, they kind of do.
Yep.
Especially if it's not like too strong. I don't know. Coffee's good with anything. I just love coffee. I drink Bustelo. They need to give me a sponsor.
Seriously,
Uh,
like if you look at all the recycling and garbage in this house and all the fucking I've got the Bustelo single packs, I've got the regular Bustelo
um,
coffee, I got the Bustelo instant coffee.
do
Like
you
just
do
send me a
you?
whole care package.
I know. Do you ever have you ever tried it with evaporated milk as your creamer?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Girl, you'll never go back.
I think I
You will
tried it. I tried it
never,
one time. My mom's my prepared it and she put that in there and I looked at my mom, I said, what the fuck is she putting in my coffee? And
bro.
she was like, "That's how we drink it in this house." And I was like, and I took a sip, and I was like, My go-to with my Bustelo is the carnation creamer, either French vanilla, either the simple sweet cream one,
Oh, that one's
or
good. I like that.
if I'm having it iced, then it's the Toll House cookie flavored one.
Oh, okay. No, I love girl. Oh my god, that evaporated milk. I don't know, it just does something.
Do you like yours sweet?
Yeah, not as sweet as I used to. Like, you know, when
Mhm.
you're young, you like everything sweet. So I've kind of like,
Mhm.
instead of like 6 sugars, I put like two. So I think I'm doing great.
Right.
But the it's like, it's just like perfect.
Right. That's what I do. Two, if I can't do two, I'll do one, depending on the amount of energy that I fucking need, the amount of boost that I need. Like if I need that cup of coffee to where if you pour it over a grave site, it's gonna wake that dead person up, then I just won't put nothing in it at all, and I'll enjoy the sweetness from the creamer.
Oh my god, I'm
But
done.
I'm telling you, girl, nope. There's times where girl, there was one time I was running on no energy and I didn't have time to make fucking coffee. I took one of the little single serve packets and I
Uh-huh.
opened it up and down the hatch it went.
No, you
Down the fucking hatch it went.
didn't.
I sure fucking did, bitch. I walked out that door like I had 15 Red Bulls and crack in my system. I was
Oh my,
done.
what?
But the crash out from that was what? My
Oh
mother
my
was
god,
like,
I
Mira,
bet.
you didn't fucking move the whole night. You were sleeping. I said, well, now if I need to get some sleep, I know what the fuck to do again.
Oh
But
my god, for real.
that's what it ends up being like. Like it's 11:30 at night. He's still stemming.
Yeah, no, I know. Oh my god, oh,
And no matter how many times I look at him and I'll be like, go to sleep, he'll look at me and be like, yeah, okay. And we have an
and
event to go to tomorrow.
and
And it's like, oh,
even with the lights off, like the baby will still be, it'll be dark and all you'll hear is beep beep boom boom. I'm like, oh
mm-hmm.
my god, go to sleep, bro. 3 o'clock, beep
Yep.
beep boom boom.
Yep.
Oh, my eyes are bleeding. I'm
Yeah.
bleeding. And then I
Yep.
wake up with Chino in the morning. I
Mm-hmm.
make his lunch, I make his breakfast. I gotta cover his tattoo on his face. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm dying. I'm like a literal zombie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and then the only time really I have to like is when he does leave for work. I make myself a cup of coffee and I lay in bed and I just like scroll or I'll watch something because the baby's still sleeping, and then I'll fall asleep and
Mm-hmm.
then wake up when he gets up.
Yep.
But it's just never enough. Like it's always an hour and a half increments of sleep or two
It's
for
always gonna feel
for
like it's
me.
never enough. It's always
No,
gonna feel like it's never enough, bitch. Because let me tell you something. My niece was off yesterday. Let me make sure. Do I have my days correct? What's today?
Friday.
Okay, yeah, okay. Because bitch, I'll fuck my days up. She was off
So do
yesterday.
I. I don't know.
It was 1:30 in the afternoon. I was still sleeping, bitch. And I woke up and I was drained. I just woke up And I was fucking drained. I was like, I can't. I need more sleep.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, like I literally, like some days I'm so tired, especially like you were saying, like the fibromyalgia and the autoimmune and stuff. Sometimes I get
Hmm.
so in such a flare up that I just like cannot open my eyeballs. I just want to sleep
Yeah.
and sleep,
Yeah.
and I
And can you
can't.
imagine, like, when I have a seizure and I have to fucking wake up and I have no, I can never just stay in bed and be like,
And recover
clean
from
up,
it
aisle
because
five, I'm down and out.
yeah, because after you have any type of pass out or seizure, it's like your body has to like kind of kick back. It
Yep.
takes a minute and you don't feel right. You feel weird.
Yep. And it's
Bro,
like, I get mad with Babe sometimes because he'll look at me and I'll be like, what's wrong? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, I don't know, like your face, you look like you're mad or you're sad. I'm no motherfucker, I'm tired. I'm fucking
yep,
tired, nigga. I had a seizure and I'm up and I'm taking care of the kids and I'm taking care of the fucking house and I'm taking care of you and every fucking body else. And guess who's not getting taken care of? Me.
yep,
I'm not getting
yep,
fucking taken care of. Mental wise, I'm not getting taken care of. Emotionally wise, I'm not getting taken care of. Spiritually, I'm fucking dying. Like literally.
right.
Like
I know
sometimes people don't
emotional.
understand how it fucking feels to have a seizure and have to wake up the very next morning and you're taking care of an autistic child, full blown with no stops, no naps, no nothing.
Yeah, I know. I
Rebecca,
know.
welcome in, sweetheart. Welcome in. And it's like,
Yeah,
you know,
I
and
know.
that time that I spoke to you on the phone and I was like, I gave you the rundown and I was like, bitch, I'm tired. And it was like, finally, somebody gets it. When I say I'm tired, they don't think that I'm just like, oh, it's been a busy day. I need to go nap. No, like, you know what the fuck I
No,
mean when I'm tired.
like it means like you have anxiety from being exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
lit. There's sometimes, especially when he was really bad and he wasn't sleeping, I would literally be falling asleep and I'd feel like I was gonna pass out. It would wake me up.
Yeah.
Like this anxiety in my sleep from not sleeping enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't handle it. So that's why now, he goes to bed after midnight. Because if he goes to bed after midnight, he'll sleep through the night. I give him a cheche in the morning, and he'll sleep till like 9:30, 10. So it
Right.
like that's been my best schedule that I've come up with. But there's days like lately, the last couple weeks, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the moon. I don't know what, but it's like nighttime so high. He's usually super hyper at night, but
Mm-hmm.
it's been like, what are you on? So hyper,
Seriously.
so
Seriously.
hyper. Like, and you feel bad for scolding them because you feel like, they're having fun, but it's like there's a point, it doesn't matter what you are, there's a point, we got to calm down. This is the
Right.
setting now.
Their
This
body
is what
needs
we're
that rest
doing.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this is what we're doing. We can't always do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they get
Yeah.
like rebellious because they get so irate or mean or whatever. And it's like, for me, it makes me more mad and I don't give in because I'm like,
Right.
no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
does. Because if I give
Yep.
in and give in and give in, he's going to know that he could do that same thing and I'm just going to keep letting it not be a big deal, you
Correct.
know?
Correct. And it's
Yep.
like, not only, is it not correct, but they have to also understand that you literally can overstimulate yourself
Oh my
and it
God,
will make
bro.
them sick. And
Yeah.
you have to later, like literally, you have to nip that shit in the fucking butt, you know?
Yeah.
You have to nip it in the fucking butt. And it's like, you can't feel bad for it. You can't sit there and you can't look at them and be like, I dito, or I feel bad for them. Feeling bad for them and having pity for them is the biggest mistake that you can honestly fucking make. If you don't want the rest of the world, okay, the rest of the outside world to look at your child and be like, oh my God, I feel bad for them, or oh my God, this, or look at them differently, then it has to start at home. You have to treat them as a normal child. If you
Normal.
behave bad, you will be punished. If you behave bad, you will have your things that you like taken away. You will be put in time out. You will
Yep.
be scolded for what you're doing. You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. I 100% agree.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep. But
Mhm.
I will say this before we go ahead and we end everything so that way you can, what the fuck just happened in my background? That
Yeah.
was weird. Okay.
It listened to
Whatever.
you. It
Yeah.
said,
Oh, I know what it was. You see, and I don't know why it does that. Whenever Havoc comes in, I'm not sure why it does that,
but I
but
just heard a man's voice, bro. That was weird.
that's Havoc you heard.
Yo, that freaked me out. I'm like, am I hearing something in my thing? Whoa. Yo, that whipped me out. I was like, what? I'm like, who's there? Who's there?
I'm telling you.
Show
But
yourself.
it definitely, it really does start a lot at home. We have to be able to look at our children with autism and we have to sit there and prepare them for the world because it is a very cruel, cruel world.
Absolutely.
I fear for him. We fear for our children when we know they have to go to school and stuff like that. Is my child going to be safe? Are people going to point and laugh? Are people going to look at him differently? Are people going to ridicule? Are other kids going to try to bully? Are other kids going to do this or that or the third? And it's that those are fears that literally run through a parent of an autistic child. That's what runs through our head 24/7.
Literally. Until he can talk, he's not going to school.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna
Yep.
keep it 100. If and so he can literally like tell me if somebody hit him or touched him or and anything like that. I need like no,
Right.
no.
But trust me, you will notice that he will have other ways of letting you know when something is wrong because even though mine is nonverbal, when
Mhm.
his mother gives him pow pow or his uncle is picking on him or whatever the case is, he will come
Mhm.
to me and he will say, I'm mad. Or if he doesn't want to say I'm mad, he'll come and he'll go, and he'll like tell me, like, come with me. And he'll take me to whoever
Mm.
it is, or he'll show me his arm. Let's say his mother gave him pow pow on his hand. He'll come and he'll give me his hand and be like, eh. And he's telling me like that
Oh
heifer
my
just hit me in
god.
my hand. Or if his uncle's
Yo.
picking on him, he'll come and he'll look at me and he'll look at his uncle like he's messing with me. So trust and believe they will find any and every way to communicate with you to let you know that there is something wrong with them. There is something bothering them. And you will see the difference in how they act towards certain people.
Oh, I bet. They probably get
Mm-hmm.
they'll probably be like angry
Yeah.
because
Yep.
they don't like being held down
Yeah.
or they do not
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
Mm,
Yep. And let me just let me tell you this. So I'm gonna try my best not to make you emotional and stuff like that, but I do have to say this before we go ahead and end the show, because it is going to be midnight soon, and we both have two autistic children that are in the background still wide awake, like they have 15 cups of crack coffee.
no, he's
But
run like he's I can't.
I'm telling you,
He's jumping up and
Rebecca
down
said,
right now. Becky, I
Rebecca said,
love
hey, as
you,
a speech therapist, I have always said you mamas are the superhero, the true superheroes.
bruh.
Thank you for that, Rebecca. We both appreciate that.
Thank
But
you, sister-in-law. Girl. She knows.
Super Mama
She
needs a vacation right
knows.
now. Like right now, I
Oh
want to be on a
my.
fucking island with a fucking coconut drink, just laying there and not having
Yep.
to do shit.
No, for real. Seriously.
And it's hard. And it all jokes aside, and I've tried explaining this to Babe sometimes. I sometimes go in the bathroom and I lay in the fucking bathtub, or I'll just sit on the fucking floor. And I have OCD, so my bathroom is like fucking spotless. But
Right.
I just lay there and I just fucking cry like there's no fucking tomorrow. Because I'm like, you guys really don't fucking get it. What it's like to be the 24/9 parent of an autistic child. This comes with a lot of sleep deprived nights, a lot of sleep deprived weeks, uh, having to
Papi, stop
fucking eat,
jumping.
stand up, having to run on nothing but fucking coffee, Red Bulls, whatever gets you going, having to take a shower like instantly or tag team somebody in or out,
Yeah.
you know? And
Or
it comes
not
with a
take
lot
a
of
shower
worries.
for two
Or
days.
not take a shower for 2 days and you walking around smelling hot and funky, but there's nobody there to come and tap in and give you a fucking break. And
No.
I'm gonna
And then
try
if
my
you
best.
it's not as
Mm-hmm.
like it's not like my mom's like I used to just put you in the bathroom with me. But no, he touches everything. It doesn't
Yep.
matter. He's trying to
Yep.
climb, open the cabinet, do anything
Yeah.
that's dangerous. Anything that's
Yeah.
dangerous, he wants to do it. It's just
Yeah.
that's it.
And it's like, I hope that this show reaches people so that you guys can literally understand that. And like I said, I'm gonna try my best not to get emotional off of this, but it really is a lot. Like, and especially as the mothers, we really, really, really take on a lot mentally, emotionally, and spiritually when it comes to an autistic child. Because not only are we already dealing with everyday life situations, sometimes when someone comes in your life and they're extra hard on you or they're fighting with you at the wrong moment, it's like, don't I already have enough going on? Like, help me instead of adding more weight on
Right.
me, And it's like, we really do take on a lot because at the end of the day, there's nobody coming to give us a fucking break. There's nobody coming with a cup of coffee. There's nobody coming with a plate of food. There's nobody coming with a helping hand like, hey, I'll watch him for a little while you can take a nap, because we don't even feel safe with somebody doing that because we know what they're capable of or we don't know what that person is capable of. And it's
Right.
like at the end of the day, you guys got to realize that autistic parents are really, really, really the unseen heroes. You guys really don't know what we really fucking go through off camera, behind doors. The days that we literally are on the floor, fucking crying, curled up in a fetal position because we feel like we are failing as a fucking parent, because we feel like we can't fucking do this anymore, because we feel like we just want to walk out the door and never fucking look back. But we also know that that little person was given to us for a purpose and for a fucking reason, because God knew that we were the type to be able to handle this type of shit. And
Right.
I honestly and truly believe that when God looked at Malay, he was like, that's the type of superhero that Nehemiah leads in his life. That is the woman that is going to lead him into talking, into doing everything, achieving his goals, and being able to live a normal life, because Even though on the days where she is tired and she can't take no more and she is sleepless, she's hungry and she's fucking high off of fucking coffee, she still gives him at the end of the day love, attention, affection, and education. She gives her all as a mother. So God knew literally when he was looking for Nehemiah's mom, he knew exactly that Malay was the one for him, you know.
Thank you.
And it's just like on the days where I've had my freaking epilepsy attack and my PTSD is kicking in, my OCD is at full fucking throttle, and I'm having anxiety attacks left and right and stuff like that. I have no choice but to keep going because at the end of the day, when my little one comes and he jumps on me and he looks at me and he smiles, I have to keep going.
Right. Yep.
And that's what I want you guys to take from this show. Just know that at the end of the day, nobody suffers more in this world than an autistic child and an autistic parent. Because at the end of the day, nobody's coming to save us and rescue us. Okay?
Yeah.
You know? And shout out, by the way, shout out to Chino Plush as well, because he is Nehemiah's father, you know, and stuff like that. So shout out to him because he, is able to tap in and help her out when she needs it. And,
Yeah, he's an
happy belated
amazing dad.
birthday as well. Um, but I look
Yeah.
at the Instagram posts and I look at the pictures of Nehemiah and Chino, and I'm like, that's a father right there,
Nah, he's a great dad. He's a
you
very
know?
natural father. He's an awesome dad. An awesome
So
dad.
if you guys are going to take anything away from this show, take that much away to where you guys know that at the end of the day, autistic parents are really fighting an unseen fight behind the scenes for their children to just live a normal and beautiful fucking life and
Right.
a safe one.
Mhm.
So
Facts. Facts.
before we go ahead and end the show, this is a woman who she did a song for autistic parents and children. I found it on Instagram, so we're gonna go ahead and play that, and then we'll go ahead and we'll give our final words before we end.
And anybody who has autism, and anybody that loves somebody with autism, can't nothing hurt me like I heard they diagnosis. People just can't understand the pain like ISIS coda. I'll do anything to hear your voices, mom, your soldier. Got me going harder, I'm the hardest, rockin' boulders. You might be a little different, but you growing, getting older. I'm gon' guide the way you'll learn the ropes, cause I'ma show ya. Keep defying your odds, you know they said you never speak. Now you count to 20 and you know your ABCs. When you give me a kiss and hug, I know just what you mean. I'ma always be the light that's in the darkness, we gon' see. Won't let them treat you wrong, no, mom gon' get you what you need. God had heard my cries, they gave me help, we can't be free. Just know I always love you when autism don't define us. Family love you too, and that's exactly where you'll find us. Always keep the faith in God, don't ever give up trying. Every step we take, you know I'll be here right beside ya.
Period.
Who's this?
Soy yo, Guaydo de Venezuela.
Oh God, I'm fucking dead.
Who is that? Guardo.
Saludos a todos. Soy yo, Guaydo.
Bitch, I'm
Who
fucking
is
dead.
Does anyone know?
I do, and Havoc does too.
Oh, okay.
Bitch, you
Saludos,
do
mi
too, but it's
gente.
just not kicking in.
That's
Saludos, mi
funny.
gente.
I'm fucking dead. You'll see who it is when the live ends. You'll see who it is. Shout out to each and every one of you in the chat that came through today and showed your support. We appreciate each and every one of you. Please be on the lookout for our next live. We are also going to be coming up with a segment called Café con Chisme, where we just have our little cup of coffee and we just be up here talking our fucking shit. Um, if you guys know, I am the screen queen. Okay. I am the official scream queen. So you guys already know how I do when Halloween comes around. But this year we are going to give you guys a run for your money. Malay and me are going to start pretty soon. A poll where you guys will have to guess what me and Malay will be for Halloween this year. And you guys, if you guys know, my costumes are epic. It's a never fail. But shout out to the entire Rico squad for coming through tonight. Shout out to each and every one of you. We appreciate you. And just remember, be kind. Don't be selfish. And just know that autistic parents, they need love. They need help. And they just need a kind word, just like everybody else. Be kind to autistic children and autistic parents because we are literally the ones struggling the most behind the scenes. I am Talk.YOUR.ISH.JESS from Talk.YOUR.ISH.JESS podcast.
And I am Lisi, your random Cuban.
And
And
we
we
are
are Latinas
Latinas Sin
sin
Filtros.
filtros.
La noche prende, sube el calor en la pista. Luces que brillan, la ciudad se va de fiesta. Corazones al ritmo, nadie quiere estar quieta. Y cuando el bajo pega, toda el alma se despierta.